Have you ever felt like you're not good enough for someone? Or maybe you found yourself pushing others away, even though you long for connection and intimacy? If so, you may be struggling with avoidant attachment. Avoidant attachment can make it difficult to form close relationships and can leave you feeling disconnected and alone. But there is hope. In this video, we'll explore how you can heal from avoidant attachment and create deeper intimacy and connection with your loved ones. So if you're ready to let go of old patterns and build stronger, more fulfilling relationships, then keep watching. Avoidant attachment refers to a style of attachment that develops in childhood in response to inconsistent or neglectful caregiving. Individuals who have an avoidant attachment style tend to avoid emotional intimacy and relationships that require vulnerability, and often value independence and self-sufficiency. In childhood, a child with an avoidant attachment style may have learned to suppress their emotional needs and desires as a means of coping with a caregiver who was unresponsive or inconsistent. As a result, the child may have learned to rely on themselves and prioritize independence. As adults, individuals with an avoidant attachment style may have difficulty forming close relationships and may find it challenging to express emotions and connect with others on a deeper level. They may have a fear of being dependent on others and may prioritize their own needs and desires above those of their partners. It is important to note that avoidant attachment is not a diagnosis or a pathology, but rather a natural response to early experiences. Impacts of avoidant attachment. Avoidant attachment can have a significant impact on an individual's life, as it affects their ability to form and maintain close relationships. Here are some potential impacts of avoidant attachment. 1. Difficulty with intimacy. Individuals with avoidant attachment styles may struggle with emotional intimacy, which can make it difficult for them to form close connections with others. They may have difficulty sharing their thoughts, feelings, and experiences with others, which can create a sense of emotional distance between them and their loved ones. This difficulty with emotional intimacy can manifest in a number of ways. For example, an avoidant individual may be hesitant to share personal details about themselves. They may also struggle to empathize with others and may have difficulty being present for others when they are going through difficult times. 2. Fear of dependency. Individuals with avoidant attachment may have a fear of dependency, which can cause them to prioritize their independence above all else. This fear is often rooted in childhood experiences where they were unable to rely on their primary caregivers and may have had to learn to be self-sufficient from an early age. As a result of this fear, individuals with avoidant attachment may avoid seeking support or help from others, even when they need it. They may also avoid relying on others financially, preferring to handle things on their own. This can create a sense of self-reliance and autonomy, which may feel protective and empowering to them. However, this fear of dependency can also have negative consequences. For example, individuals with avoidant attachment may struggle to ask for help when they need it, which can lead to feelings of overwhelm, stress, and burnout. 3. Emotional suppression. Individuals with avoidant attachment may have a tendency to suppress their emotions, which can make it difficult for them to form emotional bonds with others. This emotional suppression can stem from childhood experiences where they learned that expressing their emotions was not valued or accepted by their caregivers. As a result, they may have learned to shut down or ignore their emotions as a means of coping. This emotional suppression can manifest in a number of ways. For example, individuals with avoidant attachment may have difficulty identifying and labeling their emotions. They may also struggle to express their emotions to others, which can create a sense of distance and disconnection in their relationships. They may also avoid situations that might elicit strong emotions, such as conflict or confrontation. 4. Trust issues. Trust issues often stem from childhood experiences where they were not able to rely on their primary caregivers or experienced betrayal or neglect. In some cases, individuals with avoidant attachment may also struggle with trust in other areas of their lives, such as in their professional or academic pursuits. They may have difficulty delegating tasks to others or may be hesitant to take risks that require them to rely on others. It's important to note that these impacts are not set in stone, and individuals with avoidant attachment can work to develop more secure attachment patterns and build fulfilling relationships with the help of therapy and personal growth. Overcoming avoidant attachment, strategies and techniques for healing. If you have an avoidant attachment style and are looking to overcome it, there are a number of strategies and techniques that can be helpful in healing and building more secure attachment patterns. Here are some techniques and strategies to consider. 1. Seek therapy. Working with a therapist who specializes in attachment can be a helpful first step in overcoming avoidant attachment patterns. A therapist can help you explore your past experiences and how they may be impacting your current relationships. They can also provide you with tools and techniques for building more secure attachment patterns. One common type of therapy that is often used to address attachment issues is called attachment-based therapy. This type of therapy focuses on building a secure attachment style by developing a strong, trusting relationship between the therapist and the client. In attachment-based therapy, the therapist works with the client to identify patterns in their relationships and helps them develop new, healthier ways of relating to others. 2. Practice self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It is an essential skill that can help you build more secure attachment patterns and improve your relationships with others. To practice self-awareness, you can start by paying close attention to your own reactions in relationships. This means being honest with yourself about your emotions and reactions, even when they are uncomfortable or difficult to acknowledge. For example, if you tend to become anxious or avoidant in relationships, try to identify the triggers that set off those reactions. One helpful way to build self-awareness is through journaling. Taking time to reflect on your experiences and emotions can help you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your patterns of behavior. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can also help you process difficult emotions and work through challenging situations. 3. Practice vulnerability. Practicing vulnerability can be difficult for people with avoidant attachment styles, as it may feel uncomfortable, risky, or even frightening. However, opening up and sharing your thoughts and feelings with others is an essential component of building more secure attachment patterns. To start practicing vulnerability, it can be helpful to begin with small steps. Start by sharing your thoughts or feelings with someone you trust, such as a close friend or family member. This could involve sharing something as simple as how you're feeling about a particular situation or expressing an opinion on a topic that you may have previously kept to yourself. As you become more comfortable with vulnerability, gradually work your way up to sharing more personal information or feelings. 4. Challenge negative beliefs. To challenge negative beliefs, it's important to first become aware of them. Take some time to reflect on the thoughts and beliefs that drive your behavior in relationships. These may include beliefs such as "I'm not worthy of love," "people will always disappoint me," or "emotions are a sign of weakness." These beliefs can be deeply ingrained and may feel like facts, but it's important to recognize that they are not necessarily true. Once you have identified your negative beliefs, work on challenging them by examining the evidence. Ask yourself, is this belief based on fact or on my own perception? For example, if you believe that people will always disappoint you, challenge that belief by considering times when people have been there for you, supported you, or made you feel valued. 5. Practice communication. Building strong communication skills can be helpful in overcoming avoidant attachment patterns. Practice active listening and sharing your own thoughts and feelings in a clear and direct way. 6. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Acknowledge that changing attachment patterns can be difficult, and that it's okay to make mistakes along the way. It's important to remember that progress is not always linear, and that setbacks or relapses are a normal part of the journey.